Hi, it's Mr. Shotwell. This lesson is meant for flute players who have never learned anything. You're starting from scratch. I'm going to take my time and show everything that you need for a first-time flute lesson. The flute comes in three parts: the mouthpiece, the long part, and the little part. Let's start with the mouthpiece, sometimes called the head joint. The mouthpiece is placed up to your bottom lip with this part facing to the right. This is my right hand. So this opening is facing to the right. So take this part, put it into the palm of your hand, and then place the mouthpiece right by your bottom lip and have a small opening and blow straight ahead. My hand is covering. If I don't cover it, it will sound like that. So I'm placing the hole in the palm. Gives it a nicer sound. All right. To place the mouthpiece into the main part of the flute, stay away from this key. Come up to the part that doesn't have any keys and put the mouthpiece in the part that doesn't have any keys and just twist left and right. Twist it in. Once it's twisted in, you want the whole of the mouthpiece to line up with this key. See, there's a straight long line of the keys. When you run out of keys, that key is what you're going to take this mouthpiece and line it up with. So I'm going to twist this mouthpiece so it lines up with the last of these many keys, the one closest to the mouthpiece. Think of the center of it. It should line up with the center of that. Now that's not perfect, so I'm going to fix it. There, the center of this hole that you blow across on the mouthpiece lines up with the center of the first key. So this is what we have so far. Then you take your foot joint, your end piece, and you screw it on so that these many keys line up with these many keys. The many keys go lined up with the many keys. And the final product will look like that. On the underside, it's smooth. On the under or other side, it's smooth. If properly put together, the many keys will line up with the many keys. Right now, you can take your flute and your left hand is here, and your right hand is there. Then bring it up to your lips and blow like you did just on the mouthpiece. I'll back up. I'll get closer. All right, now with the flute, the left hand goes closer to the mouthpiece and the right hand goes farther from the mouthpiece. With the flute, the left hand goes like this, but the right hand goes like this. Notice as you're viewing with my right hand, this is my right hand. It's on your left as you're viewing it, but it's my right hand. The right hand is on Mr. Shotwell's side, the player's side of the instrument. But the left hand comes around to the audience's side of the instrument. So with the left hand, you as the student, the left hand, you see your palm. But if you're holding the flute properly, with the right hand, you see your knuckles. So the left hand is palm facing the musician. Right hand is palm facing the audience. All right. So my left hand, the palm's facing me, the musician. But the right hand, The palm is facing the audience. You watching this video, you're the audience. To make a B note on page 6, the B note, you put your left hand here. Now this is where some students get confused. There's the side of the flute with the many keys, and then there's the underneath. Right now we're dealing with the underneath. It doesn't have as many keys. So here's the mouthpiece where you blow. Follow it down. There's little, we're not going to press that. Second little, we're not going to press that. There's the third thing, we're not going to press that. The fourth thing, that's where your left hand thumb pushes. And then on top, there are these little circle keys. You're not going to push the first one closest to the mouthpiece, but the second one. That's mostly the B. I have the thumb on the fourth thing. I have the first finger on the second thing. Now we have to hold up the flute, so we're going to put the thumb underneath. But remember, the palm is facing the audience and the knuckles is facing the flute player. And then the pinky pushes down this key. From the bottom, there's big, not going to push that. Big, not going to push that. Little, not going to push that. The fourth one. You're going to take your right hand pinky and put it on the fourth one from the bottom, counting from the bottom. See how you can see 3 keys underneath? But my right hand pinky's on the fourth one. Then I bring it up to my lips and I blow straight ahead. I'm not blowing down into this hole, but I'm blowing into the center of my cell phone, the center of the camera, if you will. Now back up so you can see the fingers better. Re-angle it. So it looks like this. Behind, it looks like that. But you hold the flute like this. So, to make the second note on page 6, you leave the B finger, you skip this key, and you go to that one. I'm going to hold still and let you check that out. This is B. This is A. When I push this key, that one goes down. So you never put your finger on that one. When you push this key, that one goes down automatically. So this is A. If you look at the top of page 6, there's only 3 notes to learn. B, A, and G. This is B. Now we're going to do A. Here's B. 1 finger. Here's A. Here's B. Whoops, sorry, my thumb got on the wrong angle. There's B, I'll do it again. Then this is A. And the only other note to learn on page 6, first lesson, would be G. So you leave the A where it is, and there's 1 finger below it, and there's 1 key below it. So put that 3rd finger on that 3rd key, and that's G. Looks like that. Remember, we have an empty one. Here's G. Alright, flute shouldn't be a straight line, but it shouldn't be down like that either. It's kind of on a gentle slant, like that. Not a straight line, not crazy down, but on a gentle slant. So, to review, thumb goes on 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes on the 4th. First finger doesn't go on the first circle, but the second circle key. The right hand comes on the flute player's side of the instrument. Look at all these fingers. It's on the opposite side of Mr. Shotwell, the flute player. But the right hand, it's on my side, the flute player's side. I put my thumb underneath so that we balance. And then the pinky goes there. And that's B. Add a finger for A. Add a finger for G. Now see, sometimes my B didn't sound perfect because my thumb got up here. Because I'm trying to get myself in the frame of the photography or the, the filming. But this is where it is for B. B should sound like this. That's correct. And then add a finger for A. And add a finger for G. Alright, this video should be helpful to you. If I were you, I'd play it again and again. You finish and you try, and then you start from the beginning of the video and you watch it again. Alright, good luck. Please practice. Bye.